Okay, so we're simplifying and reviewing exponent laws. These are actually nice questions. They take you through all of the different exponent rules one after the other with nice simple numbers. X to the 2 times x to the 3. When two things are multiplied and they have the same basis, you add their exponents together. So this gives you x to the 2 plus 3. If you wanted to show that, x to the 2 means x times x, and then x to the 3 means x times x times x. That's a grand total of x to the 5th power. If two values are divided and they have the same bases, then you subtract their exponents. In this case, you get x to the 6 take away 2 is 4. And if you had to show that one, x to the 6 is x times x times x times x times x times x. It's divided by x squared. So x upstairs cancels x downstairs, and then that happens again. You now have 4 x's left, so x to the 4th power. X to the 5 to the 4th. I don't want to write this one out because it would take a little too long, but this means x to the 5th times x to the 5th times x to the 5th times x to the 5th. You write this entire thing 4 times. That's equivalent to multiplying these exponents, so you get x to the 20th power. Imagine this means write x 5 times. Now do that thing you just did a total of 4 times. You'd end up going 5, 10, 15, 20 x's before you were done. This last one is about, or second last one is about distribution. If you have a power outside of parentheses, it applies to everything inside the parentheses. So that 3 is going to go there, and it's going to go there. That gives you x to the 3rd over y to the 3rd. This version is a little messier than what we had originally, but it's a lot more valuable if you're trying to simplify this, because now you can move the x and the y independently. You can do more stuff with them when they don't have this bracket locking them up. So this is a good first step if you're doing algebra. And finally, 3x to the 3rd. Again, this 3 applies to everything inside the parentheses, meaning it applies to the 3 down here, and it applies to the x. So your next line is going to be 3 to the 3rd power times x to the 3rd power. Now, if 3 to the 3rd were something outrageously big, if you had like 3 to the 20th, you could justify just leaving it in that form. But 3 to the 3rd is not a big deal. That's simply 27. 3 times 3 times 3. If it's a reasonable number like that, then I encourage you to actually write it in its simplified form rather than leaving it as a power. So 27x to the 3rd is what you want. Very common newbie mistake in this case is to write 3x to the 3rd equals 3x to the 3 and forget to put this power on the coefficient as well. So this is wrong. 27x to the 3rd is right.